We are still waiting for our snowfall here along the Front Range. The mountains are getting decent snow, and that's a good thing because if they're not getting snow, then we're in a lot of hurt.
Yeah, here's a live look from our Steve's Paint Supply camera atop the KRDO studios. It looks colder than it actually is, Mary, out there. It looks like it should be about 20 degrees. I think it's just the dark blue.
Yeah, it's that blue, icy looking color. You know, it has been delayed in terms of the snow, but we're not that bad right now. And it is looking a little bit more active next week. Let me show you this, though. This is the top 5 latest snowfalls ever on record here for Colorado Springs, December 2nd, 2016. In 2016, I don't know if you remember, but you had to wait till December 2nd for measurable snow in Colorado Springs proper. And then just kind of around the week of Thanksgiving here with some of those dates in 2010, 2008, 1944, that's an old timer, and 2003. And then for Pueblo, kind of the same occurrence here, but December 24th, but that's way back in 1939. So some of these dates looking very, almost 100 years ago in some locations, in some areas. All that to say, though, we're in a La Nina pattern, which means going into the winter of 2021, we'll get a few systems that'll probably give us a nice dose of snow. It's probably not going to come every week or more than once a week. We're going to have a good snowstorm and then wait another week or another 2 weeks. It's going to just probably come just not quite as plentiful as like what we had in 2019, where it was just 2 or 3 storms a week. So Futurecast here shows waves of energy. That's what we're looking at right now. You can kind of see one here that was today, and then we've got a second one coming down the pipes here that's going to yield some breezy conditions for us overnight tonight for the southeastern plains and early tomorrow morning. That front's going to pass the I-25 corridor. It's going to have a front with it that will sweep across the state, keeping us under some breezy conditions tomorrow morning. And then much colder air funnels in behind that system right across the nation's heartland up into the upper Midwest. So northeastern Colorado will get some pretty cold air. We'll just kind of keep cool and quiet conditions in the forecast here for Thursday. So current location of that system right now marching across the Intermountain West. Freezing levels still pretty high. We got some snow happening in the higher terrain areas in the Wasatch and some rain showers in the western slope locations. The front will move across parts of I-15 in Utah about 11 p.m. tonight, and then moving into Colorado deep into the overnight hours. Snow showers will be a good 3 to 4 inches for higher terrain areas in the central mountains and the southern Sangre de Cristos, but nothing that's going to warrant any winter weather highlights or warnings or advisories because we're below that threshold. The wind is going to be a component, though, combined with the snow that will produce whiteout conditions. So if you had plans to travel into the high country, maybe delay those plans until this system passes. So we all know whiteout conditions can be pretty treacherous and very scary. As we move through the early morning time frame, that cold front passes the Palmer Divide. We could get a quick little burst of snow possible across the Rampart Range in central Douglas County, even northern El Paso County, but no accumulations expected. That will be in the morning. Front will continue sweeping the state into the early afternoon hours. A few lingering snow showers behind that system for the central and northern mountains, but nothing of consequence. And then another little weak wave will sweep across the area on Thursday afternoon, and that will start to bring some snow across parts of Estes Park, Steamboat Springs, late Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, but continuing just to give us those reinforcing shots of cooler air. So dry stretch of weather is going to continue. Temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s tomorrow, but I caution you to layer up out there because the wind is going to make it feel a little colder than it actually is. So sweater weather, as I say. Temperatures in the 50s and the low 60s across Pueblo County and the Wet Mountain Valley tomorrow. A little warmer across the southeastern plains. Those gusty southwest winds will keep us warm before that front passes in Los Animas and La Junta tomorrow early afternoon. And Thursday is going to be a bit chilly as well in the 40s and 50s across the region. Woodland Park, it is a gradual warming trend moving through the weekend time frame. Notice those temperatures slowly start to climb back into the 50s by the weekend. Overnight lows will start to recover as well. Pueblo, highs in the 60s tomorrow with gusty west-southwest winds before that front passes closer to the noon hour. And of course, then temperatures will start to climb back up into the upper 60s for the weekend time frame. Canyon City, highs in the low 60s tomorrow. Dry stretch of weather ahead. I did tell you we have another system that does look a little bit promising for late next week, possibly the 19th. where we could have some snowfall in our region. That is looking a little bit better, and the week of Thanksgiving is looking a little active as well. But it's no reason to cancel any travel plans. We're way too far out. Only sharing that with you because the models have been fairly consistent over the last couple of weeks to suggest it's going to get a little bit more active over the next week. Back to you guys.
That's about time. Not bad news. Mary, thanks. Wall Street took a hit today. The Dow dropped 112 points. NASDAQ dropped 96.